Hi guys, yeah, let me meet everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene. I did help my landlord like I promised him, but I told him he's going to help me, and I explained why. I said, Jimmy, I have been trying to get a home fiber optic internet service in this building for decades, for almost 10 years. It seemed like almost 10 years, so really it was less than that, but it was like 2 years. Let me check it off. It's a little warmer than expected. And I said, I want to get them to finally do it. But they kept telling me they had to get in contact with the building manager. Well, that's you. He said, yeah, that's me. I said, now, so in exchange for helping you pay your cable bill, you and I are going to call Frontier. And we're going to get this internet fiber optic cable installed one way or another, or at least start the ball rolling. So we called them up, and they said that they're going to put a service order in, get fiber optic cable installed. And I explained to them, I'm not getting rid of my copper internet. My copper phone line. I'm keeping my copper phone line. I want the internet for fiber, but I don't necessarily want to get rid of my copper wires. And she said, yeah, a lot of customers are saying the same thing. So about the time we were done, Jimmy came about 1 o'clock. Okay. And it took us about an hour and 15 minutes to wrangle between Xfinity for his cable and his internet and Frontier to get this thing order straightened out. Compared to Xfinity, Frontier was a breeze. I swear to God, Xfinity, I'm surprised they don't say, oh, please send us a urine sample for the verification to the FedEx address, blah, 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 to make sure that we can confirm it's you by your analysis or something like that. They want double authentication, try to triple. Jimmy doesn't know his email address for Xfinity. And I don't know his address for Xfinity. I had his account number. I had a social security number, and I had his phone number. And when I tried to enter all those things in on the internet, at first that was the first thing I tried, because that'd be pretty easy, right? Okay, slide in, blah, 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 enter the account number, blah, 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 or the phone number. I tried that, and it's like, oh, okay, we're going to send you a code. I said, okay, fine. So he runs down, gets his cell phone out of his car, answer the code, and immediately the next thing Xfinity says, oh, now we're requiring you to change your password and your email account. And you got to do it from the home internet account, which is on Xfinity. I said, what is this crazy stuff? I'm just trying to pay the bill. I told Jimmy, he said, honestly, I should just go down and get a money order made. This is a lot easier. He said, but I got to get this paid now because I can't watch Macedonian TV because they turned on the cable. I said, okay, we'll try to see what we can do. Okay? But we finally got it straightened out. I said, now, I was like, I swear to God, Xfinity was trolling me. It was like every time I was trying to get things done, it was like one of those trolls would get in the gun and go, wah, 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 wah! We got Michelle good this time. And I'm like, trust me, I wasn't in the mood. Okay, but we finally got it done. So I'm starting to become unglued because of Xfinity. And then, of course, Frontier. Okay. First, I had to find the phone number on a new bill to change the bill, okay, to customer support. So I called them up. And the first thing ended up connecting to the wrong department. You know how these voicemail systems are these voice response systems are, these IVRs. They can be awful. You sit there and you're like, am I entering the right code to go to the right department? Voice response, integrated voice response, IVR. It's funny how originally IVR used to represent just entering push buttons. Okay, well they got a combination of both. All right, so I'm sitting there, and I said I want to upgrade my internet service. So first they sent me to the wrong department, then they started playing menu chairs with me. You know what I'm saying? Press 1 for this department, that one for this department, that one for that. I just hung up the phone and I said, let me try it again. I called right in, and I told them right on the phone. I said, upgrade service for my home, because it'll come from my home. And I got through to a human being, and I explained nicely to the lady. I said, here's the deal. 2 years ago, you guys installed fiber optic cables in Winston. I go to your website. It says I'm eligible for fiber optic service. But it says that you guys need to contact my property manager. He's sitting right here. I said, now, I've also, been hoping that somebody would have reached out to me. And she said, well, okay. So she talked to him, she got his phone number, email address, not his email address, his office address. And then he said to him, oh, we'll go ahead, we'll contact him for a service order. I said, okay. And she said, have you ever seen any of our trucks installing any fiber optic cables after they ran them on the poles? I said, ma'am, I haven't been outside a lot, but no, I haven't. And I know it's a big deal. I know it's a lot of work. But I have not seen anyone since someone's placing the fiber optic cables to the pole. So Jimmy was getting a little frazzled too, because, he wanted to kind of rush out to the next, wherever he was going to go next. So, and he asked a very valid question. Does this cost me money to have you guys install the needed equipment in the building? And she said, no, it doesn't. I said, oh, okay, that's good then. So I wonder if he actually got contact with them, but they didn't tell him that. I said, he is rightfully concerned that he's going to get charged for installation work. And she said, no, we're not charging him installation work. So and she asked me, she said, do any of your neighbors, any of the buildings have any fiber? No, not to my knowledge. She said, I don't think anyone in my area has fiber. I said, maybe Cumberland Farms, maybe CVS, but I don't have fiber. She said, okay. You see, I want to get fiber optic here because 200, what was it? They said it in megabytes. I'm going to answer this. The lowest tier, if it's 256 megabytes per second, I swear to God, there's got to be a typo. Symmetrical? I don't think it's megabytes. I think it's megabits. But either way, 256 megabits per second. That's a way better than what I got now. I can get that, So, let's see what happens. Again, it wouldn't be the first time I'd be disappointed. I would like to have a nice surprise. Oh, I do have a surprise, actually. Because Amazon came upstairs just as I was going downstairs. This is the gift that Brian PC sent me. How the hell do you open this? Preparation open. Where's the preparation? Terra perfor. Oh, I see it. And this is for my action camera. I didn't buy it yet. This is the two Lixor Equa Micro HD HDC UHS 1 cards. Though it may not be the fastest cards on the market, it says it can read at 100 megabytes per second, up to 100 megabytes per second. So this is going to be good because I can use it with my cell phone as well, so I don't have to just use with the action camera. So gift from Brian PC. Okay. So, in fact, his last name starts with P. Okay, or C. So it's not that Brian just works on PCs. His middle name starts with P, and his last name starts with C. Okay, i.e. Brian PC. So thank you, Brian PC. That's going to be helpful because we still want to get that action camera. Now, we had a great morning show. We had a lot of people watching at one point. 27, 28 maybe at one point, peak. And then dried up. I don't think it dried up necessarily because of any one person. Stan said to me, he said, when are you going to do phone lines next? I said, you see, you really need to do them in a night show. I said, oh yeah, I have a night show planned on Saturday like we always do. And maybe we can do an after show on Thursday night after Retail Wow, because I've done that too, where we've done after shows of Retail Wow, and that works fine. By the way, tonight's movie, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, is 4 hours and 30 minutes long. So, obviously, at 4 hours and 30 minutes, I am not going to be able to run 2 movies because by the time that's done, that's going to be long enough. I still like to stick an intermission in there somewhere. Where would you stick it? Unfortunately, I have to stick it near the end. I get a better idea. What? Because the movie's so long, start the intermission first. So why we need an intermission for starting the movie at 7? Remember what intermission was for originally in the old days. So you understand the history. In the old days, I'm talking about indoor and outdoor movies. An intermission was the time when the projectionist has a quick few minutes to go get a drink like this, or some popcorn, or to go use the bathroom, and then do the show, get ready for changing out the film, or they would put either at the end of the last reel, or they would put the intermission, the end of the last movie reel. So let's say 6 reels, Well, movies get shorter than that, but basically every house reel runs for about 20 minutes. So because you had to change the carbon rods. So you would start with between projector 1 and 2. You start on reel 1 on projector 1, and you have it ready to go with reel 2 on projector 2. When you got the white dots come up on the screen, that gives you 6 seconds to get projector 2 starting, and then close the dowser on projector 2 and open the dowser on projector 1. Or close the dowser on projector 1 and then open the dowser on projector 2. And then the same thing later when you get the white dot, you do the same thing on projector 2. You start up the motor on projector 1 and close the dowser on projector 2. And then you open the dowser on projector 1. Well, obviously you can visualize if each reel is about 20 minutes. For an hour and 30-minute film is 6 reels. So you're going to need hour and a half film. So you're going to change the reels to film 6 times. Okay? And a movie like Dune, I'm also use Dune as an example, or even Shogun, or even Return of the King, and you got a film that's this long, it's 4 hours and something change. In some films in Oklahoma would have an intermission break added into the film. Which again still gave the projectionist time to go ahead and do what he has to do to freshen up and stuff like that, and then get back upstairs and get the film, the next projector ready to go. Of course, with digital, it's not the same anymore because basically it's just a big it's just MP4 file or some other format like HVC, whatever, and then. But again, it's the same deal. So the digital projector is sending film to DLP projector, which usually uses xenon strobe lights, or some are using laser. But the point is that it's bright, it's light, it maintains the screen brightness and everything. So the projectionist really isn't quite needed except for start of the movie. He starts the process. He can be going out there and playing video game while the movie's running. Kind of could do the same myself, but well, I enjoy the movies too, so that's why I don't. Plus the chat. So I also said something to the woman at Frontier too. I said, I did YouTube. Oh, you work at home? I said, I've been working at home the whole life, lady. I'm disabled. This YouTube channel is my life. And I said, I need fast internet because our show has been expanding so much. People are eventually going to want me to go with 1080p. I've already got people saying they want to see more camera angles and they want to see more advanced internets, actions, and processes. I can't do it on this DSL. It's not fast enough. And it's choking on its own vomit. So I said, we need something better than this. She said, okay, I get you. I said, even if you could send me 256 megabits, symmetrical, 256 megabits per second up, 256 megabits per second down. Heck, I'll take that. That's surely better than 1.9 up megabits per second, which I can fire hose that. I mean, like, seriously, I can't do 1080p on this. It's not fast enough. So, and I did try Frontier. I said, I'm using T-Mobile as well at the same time for my second feed, and it's not really quite working as well as I'd like it to be. I mean, it's a cellular shared internet connection, and sometimes the internet is so dog slow I can't do nothing at all. Zip. And I said, I need speed, I need data rate, I need bits, lots of bits. Look at this. If we get to sit in it the way I want it with the fiber optic. We can have the snow phone. We can have it set up to handle 8, actually maybe more than 8, but let's say 8, because I have a copper phone line too. So 7, say 7. 7 voice over IP connections, plus the copper lines, plus providing voice over IP service for other people in my community, like Tiger Kitty and Gitchy and others. We could run our own website. And if we had the processing power, we could even run our own server for, like, a private server for, for World of Warcraft or whatever. That's a pretty good deal if I can get that to work. Is it going to happen? Who knows? The thing is that I don't have any idea if it's going to work. But can't be any worse than what I get now. So, this morning, like I said, was busy. We proved it worked. We got the EJT link up. And I more than likely will supposedly say we'll probably be doing another phone calls tomorrow. But why am I changing my attitude? No, I didn't change my attitude with the phones. I really didn't. It's the same old, same old. It's just, I promised you I would do it. I said I'd keep the phone lines adapter fixed. We'd have phone calls. And I come at word. We got the phone lines fixed. Now, if Frontier can get the fiber optic cable installed, then we could do even more advanced stuff. For example, why couldn't we easily have 2 cameras set up? Why couldn't we set it up so that we could have another background feed like everybody asks me about over and over again? Here's the deal. If we get the fiber optic cables installed, there's no reason we can't. Yay. Well, let's see if we can get that working. So what's the next thing for the these SD cards? The 32 gigabyte cards each, just 2. And so what we're going to do is we're going to set them both up. I'm going to format them. There's a special, recommended a special SD card formatter. I used to have it on my other Mac. So I'm going to have to download it for that current Mac. And get them ready to go. So working on that today, tomorrow. Okay, next topic. Tomorrow night is going to be Turtle Wow. Is Michelle going to be playing with me? I don't know yet. I would say probably. And if not, I will just play by myself. As my torn to it. And then also the there will not necessarily be an after show tomorrow. I'm not dismissing the possibility. Okay? I'm not dismissing the possibility. But I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to have an after show tomorrow. I did mention Thursday, so Thursday might be an after show. Okay? There's no after show on Friday, but there is going to be a full show on Saturday with phone lines and open panel. So on Saturday night. Now, as we're getting cooler, as we're getting the cooler and cooler weather, we're switching to the winter schedule. And the winter schedule is as follows. I tend to go to sleep earlier in the winter time, and so I tend to get up a little earlier in the morning. So if I go to sleep about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock, we're really pretty good bit about 10. And then I get up at 8 or 9 in the morning like I usually do. Gets me a couple hours of sleep. So if I was to do all these night shows like everybody wants, the truth is, by the time 11 o'clock rolls around, I want to be in bed. Or at least trying to sleep anyway. So, and tonight is certainly going to be a long night. So, it's going to be almost as long as the Super Bowl. I've never seen a Super Bowl go for 4 hours and 30 minutes, but I guess it could happen if it goes into overtime or whatever you call it. I'm not a sports fan, so I have no idea what to call it in the Super Bowl. Then I know what extra innings are in baseball. Okay? So it's going to be very interesting to see how that's going to work tonight. Okay? Are we having pizza? Probably not. No, I kind of don't want pizza tonight. You know what I want? I got those little burgers I bought. I'll make 2 more of those. Today, I gotta go down to CVS, and I gotta pick up a box of cereal. And pick up some honest to God aspirin. Because lately I have been getting so many cluster headaches. Definitely tension headaches. And from stress and working too hard, and I need some aspirin around the house. I have none. I think when I was taking the Celebrex every day, it was like taking aspirin. So I never really had a headache from tension. But lately I have been putting so much work into everything that my body is just telling me, you're getting old, lady, hang it up. Sorry, I'm not giving up my day job. I'm trying to do the best I can. So I'm going to try to stay out there and stay active and do everything. And if it takes a container of beer aspirin or the CVS standard aspirin, that's fine. I don't use a lot of aspirin, but when I do need aspirin, trust me, it's got an eccentric headache written all over it, if you know what I'm saying. So I definitely can use to have some aspirin around the house. We're also kind of running out of cat food. Yeah. Of course, Chris goes to the store right to Philly. Ask her if she can go pick me up a bag if I give her the money. I got paid yesterday too. So I got my payments from YouTube. And like I said, I put 200 into Ally, 100 into Capital One, and the 393, and the other 93 is sitting in my checking account. Because I figured that in case I need to buy something. Hint? Yeah, can I get some more of these? Can I get some more of these? Right? So I have things I was going to buy. So there you go. And Also, we want to know how we can get those, continue it to help this channel grow. Just remind you guys, please do share my videos out with your friends. It does help. It really does. And please do like the video. And if you are watching this and you haven't seen my videos, please subscribe. Check them out. The videos are more organized than the live streams. And I know that some people say, we'd love to see live streams with topics. But sometimes it doesn't work out that well in live streams. But in the videos, there is topics. And that's easy. I can smell McDonald's all the way from here. Yes, I can too. But I don't really necessarily go to McDonald's. I understand that. Alright, anyway guys, so for now, I just want to say thank you, all of you, for watching these videos. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you at 7 o'clock tonight. Now, like me, the way this is going to go, you're going to see the movies first before you see this video. I wouldn't be surprised. So if that's the case, I hope the movie was excellent. I hope you had a good time with it. Sorry if it's 4 hours and 30 minutes and change. It's long, so it's gonna be very difficult to run a double feature when you've got a movie that long. Because I want to get some sleep too. But for now, I'll see you later. Bye bye.